A very good morning, my dear children. How are you all? Are you studying? In the last class we had completed Geography Lesson 3, our changing. In this section, so many important points are there today. Let's revise all these points. First, lithospheric plates. Lithospheric. Lithospheric plates. What is lithospheric plates? The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as lithospheric plates. Lithosphere. What is lithosphere? Lithosphere is the domain of the Earth. Other domains are, Earth has 4 domains. Other domains are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. But this lithosphere is broken into a number of plates or number of slabs known as lithospheric plates. Then second important section is Earth has 2 moments, 2 forces. They are endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Endogenic, second one is endogenic and forces and exogenic forces. Exogenic force. These are very important. What is the difference between endogenic force and exogenic forces? Then let's first do what is endogenic force. What is endogenic force? The force which act in the interior of the earth are called endogenic force. The force which act in the interior of the earth is known as earthinte inside നടക്കുന്ന ഫോഴ്സിനെയാണ് endogenic force എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Endogenic force is a sudden forces. It causes building mountains, earthquake, volcano, landslide. Next force is exogenic force. What is exogenic force? The forces that work on the surface of the earth is known as exogenic force. Endogenic force, the forces which work in the interior of the earth, and the exogenic forces, the forces which work on the surface of the earth, that is exogenic forces. Exogenic forces causes erosion and depositional activities. River, wind, sea waves, glaciers are the agents of this depositional and erosional agents. Then what is the difference between earthquake and volcano? What is earthquake? Earthquake is a vibration of sudden vibration of the air. Earthquake is sudden vibration of the air, and volcano. Earthquake. Difference between earthquake and volcano. Volcano. What is earthquake? Earthquake is the sudden vibration of the air. Then volcano is a vent in the earth crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. Earthinte inside ഉള്ള molten materials high temperature pressure മൂലം ഉയർന്ന് ഒരു വെന്റിലൂടെ എർത്തിന്റെ ഉള്ളിലൊരു ദ്വാരം, പുറത്തേക്ക് ഒരു ദ്വാരം ഉണ്ടാക്കി, ഓപ്പണിംഗ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി പുറത്തേക്ക് വരിക. അതാണ് വോൾക്കാനോ. Earthquake is the sudden vibration of the earth. Then focus and epicenter. The place in the crust where the movement starts is called. ഈ മൂവ്മെന്റ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഇൻസൈഡ് നടക്കുന്ന മൂവ്മെന്റ്സ് മൂലം ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന എർത്ത് ആഫ്റ്റർ എഫക്റ്റ് നടക്കുന്ന ഫസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് പ്ലേസിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫോക്കസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ഫോക്കസ്? ദ പ്ലേസ് ഇൻ ദ ക്രസ്റ്റ് വെയർ ദ മൂവ്മെന്റ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട്സ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് ഫോക്കസ്. Then what is epicenter? The place on the surface above the focus is called epicenter. Focus and epicenter. These are very important. Everybody read the textbook and understand these points. Focus and epicenter. Epicenter. What is focus? Focus, the place in the crest where the movement start is called focus. Then what is epicenter? The place on the surface above the focus is called epicenter. Then next section, the important one is Weathering and what is the difference between weathering and erosion? Weathering and erosion. These are very important. What is the difference between weathering and erosion? What is weathering? Weathering is the breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface. Weathering is the breaking up of the rocks on the earth's surface. Then what is erosion? Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. That is the difference between weathering and erosion. Then waterfall. What is waterfall and waterfall? What is waterfall? When the river tumbles at steep angle over very hard rocks or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river tumbles at steep angle over very hard rocks or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. Then meanders. Second one is meanders. Meanders. What is meander? As the river enters the plain, the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as meanders. Bend. This is known as meander. Next, oxbow lakes. In due course of time, the meander loops cut off from the river and forms a cut-off lake. This is known as oxbow lake. What is oxbow lake? The meander loop cut off from the river and forms a cut-off lake. This cut-off lake is known as oxbow lakes. Then flood plain and levees. Flood plain and levees. Flood plain. How flood plains are formed? Flood plain and levees. First, what is flood plain? As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of flat, fertile floodplain. Next, levees. The raised banks are called levees. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile floodplain. The raised banks are called levees. Next, delta. Delta. What is delta? The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth, river mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouths forms a delta. Then sea caves. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks. Cracks develop. Over time, they become larger and wider. Thus, hollow-like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called sea caves. Then, sea arches. As these sea caves become bigger and bigger only, the roof of the caves remain, thus forming sea arches. Then, stocks. What is stocks? Erosion breaks the roof and only walls are left. These wall-like features are called stocks. S-T-A-C-K-S. Stocks. Then sea cliffs. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above the sea water is called sea cliff. Then glacial moraines. What is glacier? Then what is the definition of glacier? The river of ice. Glacier. What is the glacier? The river of ice is glacier. Then glacial moraines. The material carried by the glacier such as rocks, big and small, sand and silt gets deposited. These deposits form glacial moraines. Then mushroom rocks. Work of the wind. That section, mushroom rocks are very important. What is mushroom rocks? In deserts, rocks in the shape of a mushroom, commonly called mushroom rocks. Winds erode the lower section of the rock more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have a narrower base and a wider top, like mushroom. That is known as mushroom rocks. Then sand dunes. When it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited. The sand, the wind takes sand from one place to another and forms a low hill that is known as sand dunes. Then loess. When such sand is deposited in large areas, it is called loess. These are the important points from Geography lesson 3. Everybody read this lesson twice or thrice so that you may get better understanding of the content. Okay, everybody studying well. This is our time to wind up.